What if I told you that you could fill your garden with rich, vibrant blooms this fall without spending more than the cost of a cup of tea? Many gardeners believe the flower season ends with summer, but the truth is, late August and early September are some of the best times to add perennials that will keep your yard glowing with color. Stay with me, because today I'll share with you 12 hardy, budget-friendly perennials that thrive when planted now. And number 7 is my personal favorite, because it's the surprise budget star most gardeners completely overlook. Welcome to Golden Year's Lifestyle Hub, a warm little corner of YouTube where I share easy, affordable gardening ideas to help you create beauty, peace, and joy in your golden years. By the end of this video, you'll have a ready-to-plant list that keeps your garden blooming right through fall. Each plant I share today is senior-friendly, budget-friendly, and beginner-friendly, so you can enjoy more beauty without more work. And if you love making your home and garden brighter on a budget, I'd love to have you subscribe and join our wonderful community. Now, let's get started. Let's begin with the flower that practically defines fall, chrysanthemums, what most of us simply call mums. They're everywhere this time of year, and with good reason. They come in almost every shade you can imagine: bright golds, fiery reds, soft whites, and deep purples. And the best part? They're incredibly affordable right now. If you pick them up young, before they're in full bloom, you'll often find them for just a few dollars. Plant them in a sunny spot, give them a good drink of water, and they'll reward you with weeks of steady blooms that carry you well into fall. You know, I always say mums are like the cheerleaders of the garden. Full of spirit, full of energy, and always showing up right when you need them most. When everything else is fading, they burst onto the scene like a parade. Do you plant mums every fall? If so, what color is your favorite? Drop me a comment below. I love hearing how each garden takes on its own personality. Next up are asters. If you've ever admired those soft, daisy-like flowers in purple, blue, or even pink this time of year, chances are you've seen asters in bloom. They're tough, dependable, and they love the cooler air of September. Plant them in a spot with plenty of sunshine and well-drained soil, and they'll take off with very little fuss. A little trim early in the season will even encourage them to branch out and give you more blooms. These beauties attract butterflies like magnets. So if you enjoy sitting outdoors with a cup of tea, you'll likely have some fluttering visitors join you. They remind me of the wildflowers I used to see along the country roads as a child in September. Patches of purple swaying in the breeze, like nature's own roadside bouquet. And just like back then, they still bring that same quiet joy. Tell me in the comments, do asters remind you of anywhere special? Maybe an old family garden or a walk you used to take in the fall? Now here's one of my all-time favorites, Sedum Autumn Joy. If you've ever struggled with keeping plants alive during dry spells or busy weeks when you forget to water, this is the plant for you. Sedum is what I like to call a set-it-and-forget-it perennial. It thrives on neglect. It loves poor soil. It doesn't need much water, and yet it rewards you with thick, fleshy leaves and clusters of pink blooms that gradually deepen into rich copper and burgundy tones as fall progresses. Talk about low effort, high reward. And I'll let you in on a little secret. Even if you give this plant less attention than your old alarm clock, it'll still love you back. Once established, Sedum comes back year after year, getting stronger each time. If you're looking for something dependable, something that will quietly stand guard in your garden while adding color, this one is a must. Now, let's talk about a flower that always brings a smile, black-eyed Susans. Their bright, golden petals and dark centers look like little bursts of sunshine, even on cloudy days. They bloom generously, and once they get started, they keep on going until frost. These beauties thrive in clumps. Plant a few together in a sunny spot, and soon you'll have a cheerful patch that looks like a field of miniature sunflowers. The best part? They're hardy, drought-tolerant, and they'll return year after year with even more strength. And here's something lovely. Black-eyed Susans are butterfly favorites. I often see them dancing around these blooms, and it makes the garden feel alive, almost like a little nature concert right outside the window. You know, when I see them, I think of the gardens of my childhood. There was always a patch of these at the edge of my grandmother's yard, standing tall, like guardians of the season. Do they remind you of a place in your past? Share your memory in the comments. I'd love to hear. Next, we have coneflowers, also known as echinacea. These plants are tough cookies, and I mean that in the best way possible. They can handle heat, drought, and even a little neglect, yet they still look graceful and welcoming. Coneflowers have those big, daisy-like blooms with raised centers, often in shades of purple, pink, and white. Plant them in full sun, and they'll reward you with a steady show of color that lasts through late summer and into fall. One of the best features? Birds adore the seed heads. If you leave them standing after the blooms fade, you'll notice goldfinches stopping by for a snack. They're not just pretty faces either. Echinacea has been used for generations as a natural remedy to support health and immunity. Isn't it amazing when beauty and usefulness come together in one plant? When I see coneflowers, I can't help but think of old farmhouse gardens where practicality and charm lived side by side. Do you already grow coneflowers in your yard? If so, what color is your favorite? Classic purple, or maybe the newer orange and white varieties? Now here's one you may not hear about as often: Helenium. It's a late-blooming perennial with fiery shades of red, orange, and yellow. Just the colors alone make your garden feel like autumn has come alive. Helenium loves moist soil and full sun, and it blooms right when many other flowers are winding down. That means you get fresh color just when you need it most. And best of all, it keeps blooming for weeks, sometimes right into October. It's sometimes called sneezeweed, but don't let that scare you. It doesn't actually cause sneezing. The name came from old times when the dried flowers were used as snuff. Today, it's nothing but joy in the garden. And isn't that something? A plant with a name that sounds like trouble, yet it delivers nothing but beauty. That's life in a nutshell, isn't it? Sometimes the things that sound the hardest turn out to be the sweetest. So, if you'd like to add a little warmth to your late garden, Helenium is a wonderful choice. And just wait until you see the next few plants. I promise number 7 is the budget superstar you'll want to snap up right away. Now we've arrived at number 7, and this one is what I like to call the budget superstar, Coreopsis. If you're looking for a perennial that doesn't just bloom, but blooms like it's throwing a party, this is the one. Coreopsis produces a blanket of yellow or golden blooms that last for weeks, often right through the first touches of frost. It's hardy, it's dependable, and the best part is, it's incredibly affordable. You can often find starter plants for just a few dollars, and once you have it in your garden, it spreads and comes back stronger every year. It's the kind of plant that gives you more than you paid for, like finding a bonus cookie in the tin when you thought they were all gone. Coreopsis is also wonderful when paired with other perennials. Wait until you see number 9, because together they look like nature's perfect design duo. Next on the list is Russian sage, a plant that brings both beauty and ease to the garden. With its silvery gray foliage and tall sprays of lavender blue flowers, it looks like a cloud of color floating above the soil. The effect is airy, elegant, and just a little magical. Russian sage thrives in full sun and poor soil. It actually prefers conditions that would make many plants struggle. Once it's established, it's drought tolerant and practically takes care of itself. It's also deer resistant, which is a blessing for anyone who shares their garden with curious wildlife. I often think of Russian sage as lavender's taller cousin. It has that same graceful look, but stretches up higher, making it perfect for the middle or back of a flower border. And if you're looking for plants that let you relax more and fuss less, this one is a gem. After all, at this stage in life, shouldn't gardening be more about enjoyment than hard labor? Now, let's talk about Heliopsis, sometimes called the false sunflower. If you've always loved the look of sunflowers but wish they would stand taller and last longer into the fall, Heliopsis is your answer. These sturdy plants produce bright golden yellow blooms on strong stems that don't flop over easily, even when the weather gets a little rough. They look cheerful and strong, almost like little torches of sunshine lighting up your yard. Heliopsis pairs beautifully with Coreopsis because together they create a warm golden glow that carries across your garden. It's almost as if the two were designed to complement each other. You know, Heliopsis always makes me think of late summer evenings sitting on the porch. The kind of evenings where the air feels heavy, the crickets are chirping, and the sun is slowly sinking. It's a flower that captures that sense of peace and contentment. Now, if you'd like a plant that brings elegance and a touch of grace to your garden, Japanese anemones are a perfect choice. Their delicate, pastel-colored blooms, often white or soft pink, seem to dance in the breeze like little butterflies. These flowers love partial shade, so they're wonderful for spots that don't get full sun all day. They spread gently, filling in spaces without being pushy, and they bloom for weeks, right into the heart of fall. Whenever I watch Japanese anemones swaying, I almost feel like they're waving back at me. It's a gentle reminder that gardens aren't just about beauty, they're about connection. A simple bloom can make us pause, smile, and breathe a little deeper. Next is goldenrod, a plant that often gets a bad reputation. People sometimes blame it for hay fever, but the truth is goldenrod doesn't cause allergies. Instead, it's a wonderful pollinator plant that brings bright yellow sprays of flowers just when the rest of the garden is fading. Goldenrod is tough, resilient, and it blooms in clusters that look like golden fireworks. Bees and butterflies absolutely love it, making it a powerhouse for keeping your garden lively and buzzing. Do you see golden fields of these near your home in the fall? I always think of late afternoon drives down country roads, the goldenrod glowing along the ditches, as if nature rolled out a golden carpet for the season. And finally, let's end our list with a true crowd pleaser, the blanket flower or gaillardia. If you're looking for a quilt of color, reds, oranges, and golds, this plant delivers. Its blooms look like little sunsets you can grow right in your yard. Blanket flowers love poor soil. They don't ask for much, and they'll bloom steadily until frost. Once they're happy, they spread easily, filling in spaces with waves of fiery color. I always say blanket flowers are proof that beauty doesn't have to be fussy or expensive. Sometimes the most stunning displays come from the simplest plants. Before we wrap up, let me share a few bonus tips that make your fall perennials even more rewarding. First, this is the perfect time to divide your existing perennials. Many plants are happy to be split and replanted, giving you more blooms without spending a penny. It's like nature's way of giving you free plants. Second, add a layer of mulch around your new plantings. It helps lock in moisture, protect the roots from early frosts, and it saves you from extra watering. And third, don't forget to deadhead any spent flowers. Snipping off old blooms often encourages plants to keep producing new ones. It's like giving them a gentle nudge to keep on going. Think of it as giving your garden a little second wind before winter. Let's quickly revisit the 12 perennials we talked about today, grouped so they're easy to remember. Group 1, Chrysanthemums, Asters, and Sedum. Group 2, Black-Eyed Susans, Coneflowers, and Helenium. Group 3, Coreopsis, Russian Sage, and Heliopsis. Group 4, Japanese Anemones, Goldenrod, and Blanket Flower. Even if you only plant 2 or 3 from this list, your garden will already feel brighter, livelier, and more welcoming this fall. Gardening isn't just about flowers. It's about joy, health, and peace of mind. Every plant you add is more than decoration. It's a gift of beauty for your tomorrow. If today's list gave you inspiration, I'd love for you to subscribe to Golden Years Lifestyle Hub and share this video with a friend who loves gardening as much as you do. Together, we'll keep making our golden years brighter, one bloom at a time. Take care, enjoy your beautiful fall garden, and remember, every little bloom you plant today is a smile waiting for tomorrow.